sip this drink right quick. Tell me when we off mute. All right, clap it up. Most High Christ, man. Of course, it's Thursday Scripture Breakdown. I'm Priest and Captain Gadar. About to get it in, man. You know what I'm saying? Today we're going to go over reincarnation or the regeneration a little bit. Then we'll go into, Breonna Taylor. And then we'll go into fasting, and I'll take your questions at the end, all right? All right, let's go, Hakim. Let's get right into it, all right? Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 68 real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and let's go from there, all right? Oh, okay. Y'all know about the regeneration, right? Before we get into it, y'all know about the regeneration, right? Reincarnation, about how, we die and, our physical bodies leave, but our soul remains, and our soul comes back into the earth. Y'all understand, right? That's just a cycle of life. What we learned in the Christian church was a lie. I think I forget which one, the Sadducees or the Pharisees. One of them believed that you become an angel. You got to find out in the Bible dictionary, all right? You go look in the Bible dictionary, you find out. One of them, I think it's the Sadducees. They believe that when you die, that's it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You go to the fourth dimension, you go to heaven. The other ones believe when you die, you become an angel. You know what I mean? So basically, the Sadducees, I believe, they believe in you have only one life. You understand? And the other ones believe when you die, Pharisees believe when you die, you go become an angel. You become angelic. You become a different being, which is both false, according to the Bible. You understand? So according to the Bible, you will always come back as a human being, celestial, right? Terrestrial. You always come back terrestrial in this form. You understand? So you'll never become something else. You'll always be this, and you will come back according to the Bible once again, all right? So we'll get into Deuteronomy 28 and 68 first, and then we'll go from there, all right? Somebody read that for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right, so the Lord said he was going to bring us into Egypt again with ships, right? So now who's this speaking? Who's this speaking? What book is this, right? Go ahead. This is Moses, right? Moses is speaking, and he's telling you what is going to happen. Who is he telling, though? That's the thing. Go ahead. The Israelites. Okay, this is the thing you have to understand. They just came out of Israel, right? So what is Moses telling them? Go ahead. Now you're going to go back into captivity. And Moses is saying this knowing that what? Justin? That we would disobey God again. He knew that, right? He knew that. Remember, we leaving Israel. Egypt, right? So he told these brothers and sisters, if we don't obey God, we're going to see Egypt again. We're going to see slavery again, right? So now give me Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And we'll go right back to 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Right, so he was telling this from verse 1. Right, he's telling us this from verse 1. Now take me up to 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right now, take me back to 68. Y'all understand that clearly, right? If you don't obey God, all these curses are going to come upon us quickly. So now, around about when Moses was telling the children of Israel this was, you could say, around 1200 BC. You understand? 1200 BC. That's like the rough. It's really an almost accurate estimate about when Moses said it. You understand? So this is way before Christ. This is old time. But the key thing that you got to understand is in 68, he said you're going to see it again. Meaning the people he was talking to were literally the people who were slaves in America. You understand? Those are the people. How you know those were the people? Because those are the same people that was in Egypt. You get what I mean? The same people that was in serving slavery in Egypt were the same people serving slavery in America. You get what I mean? Same people. How they know? Because they seen it again. They seen slavery again. Right? When did they see it though? Go ahead. You understand that, right? They didn't get it right there. The Lord told them. I mean, it's like Moses told them what? You was going to see it again. They didn't see it right there. Remember, but they the same people that disobeyed. So when they came back, where'd they come back into? Slavery. Y'all understand? That's exactly where they came back into. They came back. They left from Egypt and they transgressed against the Lord. And then when they came back, they came into slavery. Then they came into slavery again. And then to slavery again. You might have did slavery about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. You get what I'm saying? Because you were the children who disobeyed. Y'all understand? Y'all with me, right? So now, you can go there, right? Now take me to Exodus 34:7.
Exodus chapter 34, verse 7. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty.
Right, you understand that, right? A lot of people, this is where a lot of people get things messed up. You can read it from the top after I said this point, right? A lot of people would think what? Because certain people are sinners right now, and they're not getting a judgment for the crimes they're doing, that they just, living a crime-free life. You understand? Right. But according to the Bible, that's incorrect. The Lord said he would not at all acquit the wicked. Is that in this precept? That's another precept, right? Another one. Yeah, read that again from the top, then we'll get that one, all right?
Okay. Exodus 34:7. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression.
Keeping mercy for thousands. The Lord said he's going to have mercy. You just a while. Go ahead, Swap. Go ahead.
Keeping mercy for thousands.
Uh-huh.
Forgiving iniquity.
Forgiving iniquity. Go ahead.
And transgression.
And transgressions. Go ahead.
And sin.
And what?
Sin.
Go ahead.
And that will by no means clear the guilty.
Y'all understand that though, right? The Lord said by no means is he going to clear the guilty. Meaning what? Everyone is going to have a judgment. Everyone. Why do you think Christ had to come and take away our sins? You understand? Christ had to come and take our. Why? Okay, if it wasn't no resurrection, why did Christ even have to do that? You understand? For what? We dead already. Ain't no reason for Christ to even try to go die for us. He did it because he knew we would be back again. And we needed to start free for the Lord to be able to have a judgment on us that would stand right with the law and not against the law. Because we all sinned. We all committed crimes. And if you go before the Lord on Judgment Day, you will get charged an offense and convicted because of the sins you've done. But it wasn't for Christ, you will be guilty. But because Christ came, you can be cleared. You understand? Because he knew what? That you'll be back here again. Just like he was. You understand, right? Give me Isaiah 14. First of all, give me a quick the wicked select. I think that's a Nahum. I believe it's a Nahum. You can check it.
Nahum 1 and 3. Wait, sorry. Yeah, count.
Okay, let's go.
This is Nahum chapter 1, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
The Lord is slow to anger.
The Lord is slow to anger. Go ahead.
And great in power.
Mm-hmm.
And will not at all acquit the wicked.
Y'all understand this, right? The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, but the wicked would never be acquitted. Everyone that commits a crime gets a judgment. If the Lord sends you back into the world, armless, legless, you know what I mean, in poverty-stricken, poor, it's because he wanted you to be there. It's because he wanted you to be there. Does that mean you're the worst person on earth? No. But the Lord's gonna put you in a place where you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. And why are you suffering? We're suffering because of our sins. Y'all understand that, right? That's in the Bible as well. We suffering because of the sins we've done. But the best thing about it is you get chances to come and do what? Make it right. Make it right. Y'all understand? You get a chance to make it right. Give me Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, or 11 and 8. Let me see 11 and 8. It might be 8 and 11. Try that first.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Y'all understand that, right? Because things don't happen to you right when you committed a crime, because you don't get put to death, or your leg don't get chopped off, or you don't lose an eye, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't catch a heart attack or a stroke at the moment you commit a sin, you think, what? I'm fine. You understand? You think that what? It's okay to do these things. Keep going out.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Therefore what?
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
You understand that, right? It's fully set in your mind to what? To be thinking, I can commit these sins. I can commit these acts because nothing's happening to me, right? Nothing's happening to me right now. So what? You go full out in your lust. You understand? You just go live life accordingly because nothing's happening to you. See, Israel's a nation that needs something to happen to them. No, there's no better teacher than pain. You understand? When you get hurt because of something you did wrong, you know what? I don't want to be hurt again. I don't want to go through that pain again. You're going to have to get chastised. And the Lord chastised Israelites. You understand? Because he loves us. So he going to chastise you. He's going to put you through the ringer because he loves you. All right? Now, take me to Isaiah 14 chapter. And then also give me 30 or 4 generations. They can get Isaiah 14 and 12, and you give me that, all right? Justin, give me Isaiah 14 and 12. Right? Don't worry about it. Take your time. You got it? Let's go.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Right. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Go ahead.
Son of the morning.
Now, who is this talking about? Who is this talking about? How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Who's this talking about, that one? It's like it's a what? Go ahead. The white man. Can you prove it? You right, but can you prove it? I need a preset. What's going on now? Go ahead, that one. Can you prove it, that one?
That Lucifer
Is this talk? First of all, is it talking about the Edomites?
Khan.
Okay, now prove it.
Okay. How thou fallen from heaven. So I will go to. Actually, I will read a little more.
Khan, that's right. Now, a thing about this, right? Now, I'm saying that's right because that's what you would do, and that's you should do that, right? Think about. I'll give you a quick breakdown, real quick. A lot of Christians believe what about this scripture? Kamada. There you go. They believe, and I'm gonna divert just for a little bit, then we're gonna come back so I can clear this up, right? Now they believe that Lucifer was an angel in heaven that the Lord got angry with and kicked out, and that angel went and created hell. You know what I'm saying? That's what they believe. That's far from the truth. You understand? Even Satan serves the Most High. Y'all understand that, right? Satan serves the Lord. So there will never be conflict in heaven over that. I think there's another precept that talks about something about wars in heaven, right?
Right.
Yeah, they also bring that precept in there too. But that's different. That's not what it's talking about. So when it talks about this, when they talk about how did you fall from heaven, oh Lucifer, it's meaning what? What does it mean to fall from heaven? Justin.
So is that to fall from power?
There you go, right? Fall from a high place. You know what I'm saying? Heaven is three things. It can be heaven where the Lord is in the fourth dimension. It can be a condition, or it can be just the sky. You get what I'm saying? You can look up to the sky and look at the heavens. That's three things that you can put in context in the Bible when you see the word heaven. Now this is talking about on high, right? Go ahead, Justin. Keep going.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Son of the who?
Son of the morning.
Son of the morning. Why they say son of the morning? You got to be black. You got to understand ebonics. And what's another word for ebonics? Is it ebonics? It's another word. Slang, right? You got to understand black people's slang when it says this. Son of the morning. What does that mean? What does the sun do? Kara. It rises. That's not what this is talking about, though. Malakma. It shines. That's what that's talking about. Son of the morning, because you shine bright. You get what I'm saying? Because you shining bright. Son of the morning, son of the brightness. Of the you're just bright. It's like you are just, from the heaven. You get what I'm saying? Now you just so amazing. Son of the morning, right? Go ahead.
O Lucifer, son of the morning.
Uh-huh.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
How art thou cut down to the ground? Right? Keep going. Oh, Salakia. I had to clear this other part up. Give me Jude 1 and 6 real quick. That's another part of fallen angels, right?
Oh, okay.
It's another precept of fallen angels. Just hold where you at, Justin.
This is Jude 1 and 6. Jude verse 6.
Okay.
And the angels which kept not their first estate.
Right. Angels which kept not their first estate. Go ahead. Now, people don't understand the Bible. They're reading it through a white man's eyes or the white man's context or breakdown of what the Bible, they think the Bible is. This is not what it is, though, right? Go ahead.
And the angels which kept not their first estate.
Now, these angels that didn't keep their first estate. Go ahead.
But left their own habitation.
But left their what?
Own habitation.
They left their own habitation. Go ahead.
He hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
He had reserved under everlasting chains for the darkness until the great day. Now, who are these angels that's being talked about? That left their first state. Who are these angels? Take the Christianity off it. Go ahead. There you go. Most get a brother in hand. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly who it's talking about, right? Because we are the what's the word for angel in the Hebrew, or in this context is what Elohim? It's powers, right? It's sons of God, right? That's what you want to use. Yasha Allah, right? These brothers or our nation have left our first estate. What was our first estate? Shawak. Shawak, right? It's like, who's Shawak? Who's Shawak? Wow. Is that another brother? Who's Shawak? What's your name again? Karat Mashak. God, good Lord. Who's Shawak? Do we have a brother named Shawak?
Nah, sir.
My bad. Maybe that's what your name should have been or something. Or would have been, not should have been. It might have been Shawak. Go ahead. No, you know what I put Shawak and Mashak together. That's what I did. Salakia. Go ahead. Okay, the question was, what was the first estate, right? What was the first estate? Go ahead. We was in power. We was ruling. But we left that, our own habitation. That's what it said, right?
Right.
We left our own habitation to take on someone else's habitation. And because we did that, we were locked down underneath everybody in what? Say the last part.
He hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
What does that everlasting chain symbolize? Everlasting chains symbolize. Go ahead. No, not reincarnation. Just remember, I diverted from that. Go ahead. Malakma. Bondage. There you go. Slavery, right? Chains. Right. You always got to think chains means bondage or slavery. And that was us.
Right.
You get what I mean? That was us for leaving our own habitation. And we left it, and then we went to the very bottom of everybody. You get what I mean? Until that great day. What was that great day? What's that great day? Go ahead. That's the greatest day. There's a thing that's coming before that though. You're correct, but there's something that comes right before that. That's the great day for sure. Go ahead. No. Malakma. No. Shalaki, the brother is correct, but I'm just trying to be even more specific. The day you come into the truth, you serve the Most High. You get what I'm saying? That's when you can break the bondage mentally. You can't break it physically. You're still gonna be, the bottom on earth. You get what I'm saying? But you get to break the mental chains of slavery. Like your brothers in the world, they in bondage. They slave. They left their own habitation. We came back to our habitation. You get what I mean? All right, now let's go back to 14 and 14, I believe, right? Go ahead, read it for me.
Do you want me to start back at verse 13?
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Right, that's what he said. Now drop to 20.
Verse 20. Thou shalt not be joined with them in
This is 14 and 20?
14 and 20.
What does it say? What does it spell?
Burial.
Burial?
Like a burial.
Oh, burial?
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Uh-huh. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people.
Mm-hmm.
The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
Renowned?
Renowned.
Go ahead. Meaning what? The seed of evildoers should never be respected again, right? Go ahead.
Verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare slaughter.
Prepare what?
Prepare slaughter.
Go ahead.
For his children.
You understand this? Prepare slaughter for his children.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of who?
For the iniquity of their fathers.
Go ahead.
That they do not rise nor possess the land.
That they do not rise or what?
That they do not rise nor possess the land.
Right. This is the future of the children of Edom, right? The children of Edom who also be reincarnated as well. But there's going to be a day when they will not regenerate the earth. You understand? There's going to be a day where they don't come back anymore. How the Lord does it is how he chooses. But you're going to see them just fall off. They're going to become extinct. You get what I mean?
Right.
They're going to, like, what in my theory, in my thought, is not biblical. I just feel like they're going to just not be able to produce anymore. Right. You get what I mean? I think the Lord, they already have troubles doing it now. Right. You get what I'm saying? They have troubles doing it now. But imagine when they don't have any health care, when we take away the health care, or we make health care too expensive for them to even go to the doctor, try to make a baby. And then the Lord is going to take it away from them. You ever seen that movie, Children of Men? Right. You just think about that for the nation of Esau, nation of Edom. Where they just won't be able to have babies anymore. You know, the oldest Edomite will be 18 years old in the whole world because they can't get pregnant anymore. That's what the Lord is going to do to them. So now keep going.
Okay. Nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Uh-huh.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts.
Now stop right there. Did you get to 22 yet?
That's 22.
Now stop right there. Now give me the third or fourth generation thought.
It's going to be in the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 5.
Go ahead, let's go.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
So now, this is how you understand when you were back. You just think about your father, right? Think about your father. Then think about your father's father, and think about your great grandfather. That is where you was around. You understand? It could be your grandfather or your great grandfather. That's where you're around. Maybe some people have 5 generations alive right now. That next whoever dies, Lord willing, if they in the 5th generation, they're gonna be born right back. Really, it's about 3 or 4 though. Y'all understand that, right? Most people don't really see their great grandparents, do they? I know I have seen them maybe for a couple of years or something like that. But Salaki, my whole life, damn, I forget. I had my great grandmother around forever. She just passed away. So think about that, right? I think that would be 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that was my great grandma, that 4th generation. You get what I'm saying? So that's the time when you was around. So imagine, slavery was how long? 250 years? Right, that's what they say, right? Like slavery, like actual picking cotton, 16. It started 1400s, right? 1500s, 15.
If you add in the Hispanics.
So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So about 1400s, late 1400s to what, 1860s. That's about what? That's about 6, 7 lifetimes right there. That's about so you was in slavery every time. You understand, right? You was in slavery every time since that time. That's when you was around. So you came back and you was born. You died a slave, born a slave. You get what I mean? Lived as a slave, died as a slave, and was born a slave again. You understand? That was your life. That's your life. The Lord said he visits them to the 3rd and 4th generation. Meaning what? What is the Lord saying here? Meaning what? You think you might be scotch-free, but the Lord will visit you somewhere down the line. You get what I mean? He's going to visit you somewhere down the line. You might have committed a crime 2 lifetimes ago and won't get judged for it until your next lifetime. You understand? Right. That's how the Lord works. All right? Now, let's go from here, right? Let's go from here and let's go to the breakdown in Matthew. Okay, right? The breakdown in Matthew, not that one, not the bid for the marriage. I want the one with the when the Sadducees and Pharisees came to Christ about the whose wife this is. Okay. All right, let's go there.
Okay, count. It's Matthew 22 and 23. Mm-hmm. The same day came to him the Sadducees, which say that there is no resurrection, and asked him, saying, Master, Moses said, if a man die, having no children.
Right now, so he's saying this, right? Moses said, if a man die, having no children, go ahead,
his brother shall marry his wife.
Now, there's a story with a brother named Onan, right? Y'all familiar with this story? I know you familiar with that one. Onan was a brother, right? His brother had died in Genesis, right? His brother died, and in the law, when you don't have a son, your brother is supposed to have sex, marry your wife, right? He's supposed to marry your wife to be able to bring you back into the world, right? Now, you gotta mind you, this is when the nation was very small. You get what I mean? We're huge now, but this is when the nation was very small. So this brother Onan was supposed to have sex with Slaki, marry his brother's wife after, because he passed, and then bring forth a child, right? But instead of doing it, he had sex with her, but pulled out and he spilled his seed, and the Lord killed him for that. You understand? Because that was against the law. The Lord killed the brother, right? In the law, you're supposed to impregnate that woman so you can come back and you name him your brother's name. You know what I mean? So now let's go to right here. This is kind of what they're coming from. You're talking about Moses, right? Go ahead.
Kind. Matthew 22 and 24. Saying, Master, Moses said, if a man die, having no children, his brother shall marry his wife and raise up seed unto his brother. Now there were with us 7 brethren, and the first, when he had married a wife, deceased, and having no issue, left his wife unto his brother.
So now we got to recognize what's going on. What is going on? The Sadducees and Pharisees came to Christ, right? They asking him this question because what don't they know? Kamada. That's true. What else do they don't know? You said it right. Reincarnation is correct. It's part of the answer. Correct. Not necessarily the law, but they don't know the law either. I want to hear it because it's going to be said in the scriptures. Go ahead. They don't know that, but that's not the answer. What they don't know is the scriptures. You know what I mean? And remember, and later down the line, Christ is going to say, you do error, meaning you don't understand. You know what I mean? I don't mean to jump ahead, but that's what they don't understand. So they coming to him trying to cut him with things they don't understand. And you'll go through this all the time with Christians who don't understand the Bible. Right. You understand? That's why you got to know you always correct, because someone can say something that you might have never heard of, but just always think about the spirit of the Bible, and that always will turn you the correct way. You understand? Right. Even if you don't know a scripture, just think about the spirit of the Bible. And that should, 90% of the time, it will give you, like, nah, that's wrong. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I know you're wrong, though. You get what I mean? That's right. That would help you. The Bible has a spirit in it that always comes back, all right? Go ahead.
Matthew 22 and 25.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there were with us 7 brethren, and the first, when he had married a wife, deceased, and having no issue, left his wife unto his brother.
Go ahead.
Likewise the second also, and the third unto the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And last of all, the woman died also. Therefore, in the resurrection, whose wife shall she be of the 7?
Right. So they don't understand, right? Their whole thought process is what? Their whole thought process is this. Close this door, right? Just close the door. Close the door. Their whole thought process is, wait, hold on. I had a woman when I was alive, but when I come back, am I going to have that woman again? Right? That's what they're asking. Because if I died and he had sex with her, and then he died and my other brother had sex with her, that's what they asking. It's an idiotic question. Christians ask idiotic questions. They'll say, if you was on an island, would you eat pork? Right. If that was the only thing to eat on the island, would you eat it?
That's right.
They ask dumb questions all the time. You get what I'm saying? So this is another dumb question, right? Keep going.
27. And last of all, the woman died also.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, in the resurrection, whose wife shall she be of the 7?
Right. Whose wife shall she be? They asking the question of Christ. Go ahead.
For they all had her.
They all what?
Had her.
Go ahead.
Yahushua answered and said unto them,
mm-hmm.
Ye do error.
You do error. You don't know the scriptures. Go ahead.
Not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of the Most High.
Uh-huh.
For in the resurrection, keep going, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels of God in heaven.
You understand that, right? They're neither married or given to marriage, but as are the angels of God in heaven. Meaning this, there is no marriage in the afterlife.
Right.
You get what I mean? When you come back, this is where they err. Because they don't know that what? In the Bible it says, you're not going to remember former things. That's what it says in the Old Testament. They should have knew that. Christ knew that. You get what I mean? The Lord cares about when you're alive, not when you're dead. He can give you your woman back that you had in your lifetime if he wanted to. Or he can give you a new woman. And the woman will get a new man. But what does it matter when you'll never know? You understand? Right. You'll never know. You'll never remember. You get what I'm saying? Y'all didn't have women in your old life, and you don't know if that's the same woman or not. That's not for you to know. That's for the Lord to know. So what? Right. Say the quote. What's the quote? To death do us part. Right. You understand? To death do us part. Right? So now he corrects them, he checks them and lets them know they don't know the scriptures. They don't understand regeneration or reincarnation. You get what I mean? Because these cats believe what? When I die, that's it. I'll come an angel. That's what they believe. Or when I die, that's it. I'll just go to heaven. I remember the Sadducees and Pharisees, they have two different thoughts on what happens in the afterlife. They don't know. And Christ is there to correct them. When they try to come to him to what? Try to cut them. And he cut them. You understand? Now go there, right? We're gonna go to Corinthians, the 15th chapter. But before you go there, let's bid them to the marriage. So, like, do we need to go over that? Let me think. We don't need to go over that. We don't need to go over bid them to the marriage. We went over that a couple weeks ago. Y'all remember, right? Right. Y'all remember that one? Kind, no sweat. All right. Now let's go to 1 Corinthians 15th chapter. Now this breakdown a little. Oh, so like before you go there, let's go to Matthew with Christ and Peter, right? When he told Peter, "You're gonna be judging them in the 12. You're gonna sit on the throne." Remember that?
Okay.
Give me that one.
The 12 on the 12 thrones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one. You're gonna be with me in the regeneration.
Right.
Right. Give me that one. Let me know. Y'all got it, Akim? Anybody got it? No sweat. Go ahead, Thabo.
It's Matthew 19 and
28.
28.
Come, let's go. 19 and 28.
Matthew 19 and 28.
Uh-huh.
And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration.
Right, ye which have followed me in the regeneration. You understand that? Meaning what? The brothers, when Christ came back, and the brothers who, when he came back, remember, Christ was who? Who was Christ in the Bible? Justin.
Either Isaac or...
Give me an order. In order.
Oh,
go ahead.
Adam, Isaac. Oh, was it Melchizedek?
Melchizedek. He was an appearance, right?
So Adam.
But remember, when he was an appearance, he was similar to an angel, or what an angel actually is. So you can count that, but that's really more of an appearance than an actual life. So I would say, go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Oh, that's fine, sir. So I would say Adam, Isaac, and King Solomon.
King Solomon, right? Those are the three lives he had before he became Christ, right? So remember, he was Adam, he was the appearance as Melchizedek, he was Isaac, and he was Solomon, and then he was Christ, right? So now Christ said in the regenerations, those who, meaning not when he was Solomon, when he was Christ. You get what I'm saying? Those who followed me in the regeneration, go ahead, Salaki.
In the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory.
When the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory. Go ahead.
Ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones.
Ye also, meaning ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones. Go ahead.
Judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, wait a second. Why Christ said this? Knowing what? What did he know? Korah, go ahead.
That we were going to continue to follow him, even after.
That's true. Yeah. That's true, but there's something more on topic. Go ahead.
That because of reincarnation, they would be there with them during the time of him returning to the earth.
Meaning what though? You right there. Malakma.
Meaning regeneration.
Yeah, meaning what though? Commandant. No. This is what he knew. He knew that Peter would die.
Right.
You understand? He knew that Peter and all the brothers who follow him will die. But remember, Christ doesn't lie. Christ is perfect. So he knew what else? That they was going to rise again. And they was going to rule the world with him. You understand? That's what he knew. And that's what he told them. Right? Now, take me to 1 Corinthians 15 chapter. And let's start at verse 1. It goes all the way down to what? 12?
Right.
Now, this is kind of heavy, right? This one you might need to hear a few times before you know how to break it down. Right? It's a rough one. Just stay with me, though, all right? Let's try to go through it fast. Go ahead.
Oh, I had a precept.
Go ahead.
It's Daniel, like how basically going into what you're saying, how he knew Peter was going to die,
right? But
he knew Peter was going to come back as well.
Yeah. Give me the precept.
It's Daniel 12 and 13.
Daniel 12 and 13. Go ahead.
But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest, and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
Break it down.
Basically, the Lord told Daniel that he was going to go to sleep or die, and he's going to come back in his same position as a priest or as a prophet in the end days.
Damn right. Remember, give me 1 Corinthians 5:17. Somebody at the door up? No. Okay, no sweat. 1 Corinthians 5:17, real quick, right?
1 Corinthians 5, chapter 5, verse 17.
Go ahead. No, I always say the wrong precept. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Try that one.
You said 5 and 17?
Yeah, 2 Corinthians. Try 2 Corinthians.
Oh, 2 Corinthians.
I said first though. It might be second. Okay. It might not even be the precept. I always think this is the precept though. Let me hear if that's correct.
2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ.
That's not it. What's the precept where it says the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets? Give me that one. It might be. Why I always say 5 and 17? It might be something else. Salakia. Let me hear it. When you got it, that one.
1 Corinthians 14:32.
God, that's it. What's 33 then? 33 is confusion? Okay, let me hear 32.
1 Corinthians 14:32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
Y'all understand this, right? Meaning what? This means what? That when you are a prophet of the Lord, that you will be a prophet again and again and again. Y'all understand? Like, so what you've been doing this forever. You might not know it, but the Lord knows it. You understand? So now we don't know who. This is what we don't know. We don't know who served God all the way. You feel me? We don't know that, but we do know we was here as priests. We don't know who fell off. We don't know who stayed true. But this is our chance right now to what? Stay true. This is right. You got the chance right now to what? Make your election sure while you alive right now. You get what I mean? And that's what all that matters. Go ahead.
If I could, sir. Was that okay? When Christ said there are some of you standing here which shall not see death.
Perfect.
Is that also?
That's exactly what that means.
Okay.
Meaning, what did Christ mean when he said that, though?
Okay. That.
It's twofold. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
But what did he mean?
That they were going to come back.
They were going to come back, and what else?
And still be a follower of Christ.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. And then there was going to be some people that do see death.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
He said there's going to be some here that don't see death. Then there's going to be some that leave the truth and die. Right. You can be in the truth and die, but do you really die?
No.
You understand? You don't really die because you died a righteous man. Right. You understand? So you're going to come back and be a righteous brother again. Now, if you leave the truth, you're going to die evil, man. And the Lord says there's nothing more evil than a man like that. You understand? And you better off being in the world than being a cat who was in here. So I got it, Akim. You better off being in the world than being a cat that was in here and then left back into the world. Precept. Go ahead.
2 Peter 2:20.
Is that it?
I believe so.
All right, let me hear it out. Go ahead.
2 Peter 2:20. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and our Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, they are entangled again therein.
Nah, that's a good one, but there's a better one. It might be 1 in 10.
It's a little more.
Okay, go ahead.
Kind, if I could. It says, for if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness.
That's the one, yeah. Go ahead.
Then after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them.
Y'all understand that, right? And it's the other precept that says they vomit and go back.
That's the next verse.
Go ahead.
Kind. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb.
Mm-hmm.
The dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire.
Y'all understand that, right? It's better for you to be a cat that never came in here than to be a brother who comes in here and serves God and leaves the truth. The Lord looks at that as horrible. You understand? All right, so now, where we at?
Slightly.
We was at talking about the story with Peter, right? Judging the 12 tribes.
Oh, kind.
So let's go back there. We finished that, right?
Right.
Okay, now let's go to Corinthians. Do we got time for Corinthians? We might have to go to over Corinthians next week, all right? Let me get into this Breonna Taylor thing, okay? And then, of course, I got 1,000 precepts on reincarnation. And as you come to classes, y'all get all of them and just y'all separate them and then put them in your reincarnation notes, all right? Put them in your reincarnation notes. But that's just a more of an understanding and showing more depth about reincarnation, all right? Let me get into the Breonna Taylor. Let's go there real quick. So y'all heard what happened, right? We're gonna talk about it on the show too. Let's just get some precepts to show how evil the white man is in his, authority. Of course, let me get Zechariah 5 and 11. 11 and 5, Salakia. And then also let me get Lamentations. And let me get Jeremiah. I think it's 6 and 14. All right, let me get those three, and then we can push. Coming down. Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Right. Now, whose possessors slay? That's such an in-depth precept. You get what I mean? Especially in the time. That's how you know this Bible is breathing, talking, and walking and living. You get what I'm saying? Because we living in the times of the old times of what was happening to our brothers and sisters during the time of Zechariah. You get what I mean? He's telling you what's going on then, and being prophetic at the same time about what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? The people who possess us are the people that own us, right? We are under their care, and they do not take good care of us. Even as a slave owner, you have to take care of your slaves or your servants. That's in Leviticus. You know what I'm saying? So, but this cat been so damn evil, and the Lord sees it. Right? Read it from the top.
Whose possessors slay them.
Right. So Breonna Taylor, she was killed. Right? She was killed in a no-knock warrant. Y'all know the story? Y'all know the story at all? Go ahead, Malak. Break it down.
So basically, the police were trying to, go after her ex-boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
accusing her that supposedly she was receiving packages from the boyfriend and whatnot.
Okay.
So they didn't know that she had split up with that boyfriend and had a new boyfriend.
Mm.
So the police come with that no-knock warrant, but at the last minute, the warrant changes to where they got to knock and announce themselves. But they didn't announce it, so they're knocking on the door, and her current boyfriend, thinking that it's the ex-boyfriend, he has his gun. The police kick the door open or something like that, so the boyfriend fires at the police.
Mm-hmm.
So the police then, for that, light up the apartment, but kill her. Don't hit the boyfriend, but kill her. Light her up. And then,
Fast forward to what happened yesterday.
The jury basically charged the officers that didn't hit her.
Right.
Missed. They were the ones charged with what was called wanton endangerment or something like that.
Con.
So basically, if they had hit her, they wouldn't have been charged with anything.
Right. They got to quit it. Right. They got to quit it. Right. And this thing ain't brand new. I mean, I remember the first time when I was a trooper, that I can remember, the first brother who died was Trayvon Martin. You get what I'm saying? Everybody knows Trayvon Martin. That was when I was in the truth at that time when Trayvon Martin had. I was a trooper. I remember that. And it wasn't even from a cop. But then, of course, I think months went on, maybe a whole year after that, that's when the cat got dropped. He beat the case and got acquitted of all charges. And, and that was the first one of that. And I remember Command Jay and Hannah saying, if we don't really come together, it's going to happen all the time. You get what I'm saying? Right. And since I've been in the truth, it happens all the time. Literally. You get what I'm saying? I think the world knows. The world's like people who grew up, 70s, 80s, they've been seeing it, but it's so ramped up because everyone has a phone, everyone records it, and the Lord wants you to see it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord wants it to be seen. I'm not saying Breonna Taylor's didn't get seen, but you've seen so many brothers get shot on camera from the police and sisters. Go ahead, out.
If I could just add, these are all the cases that we know about. Imagine all the cases that we don't know about.
Of course, God. So these are the times that you got to go into the Bible and really get to the people who are hurting from this. There's brothers and sisters who's hurting. They in the world. They don't know no better. They just want to. Right. They just want to. What's that word? They want to march, right? They want to say. They say ignorant things. They really don't know how to really help us. They say go vote. Maybe you shouldn't vote. Go vote. Black Lives Matter. All these things because they trying to fill the void of pain with some type of righteous thing, but they missing this right here. Looting. Right, say it again. Looting. Looting, rioting. Right. It's all anger that should be understood, and it's natural. You know what I'm saying? It's natural to feel that way. But the reason why we hurt, of course, in here about brothers and sisters getting killed, but we understand why. We understand why it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Right. We know that the white man is the oppressor. We know that. There ain't no secret. We say that all the time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. I remember Captain Kahan said this. You can't go to uncivilized people and ask for civilization. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to people who oppress you and ask for equality. You know what I mean? Or people or that has that's white supremacists to come here and look at you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna work this thing out. We can't look to him no more. Right? Give me woe to them that look onto Egypt. You know one? Oh, okay. You know one? I think it's Isaiah 31, I believe. 30 and 1. Let's go there, all right? Woe to them that look into Egypt for help. All right, let's get there.
31. Isaiah 31 and 1. Mm-hmm. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many.
You understand this, right? Read it from the top and I'll break it down. This Bible is about us, man. It's about us. It's something that's so spiritual in this Bible. And if we don't take it in, we're going to live this another 100 years, Hakim. You know what I mean? We don't take this really in and we don't really push forth towards the effort of bringing our king back to stop the suffering. We're going to live this. All our children are going to live this. You know what I'm saying? And our children's children are going to live this. You understand? Read it from the top, right?
Khan. Isaiah 31 and 1.
Isaiah 31 and 1. Go ahead.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
It was 31 and 1, right? Kind. Woe to them that go down. I just like to know I know precepts so like it. So he said, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. What is Egypt? What does that Egypt represent? Comment out. You had your hand up? Go ahead. That's true. But in the context, what? That's so true, Salakia. But I need a little more. It is going to the person that's oppressing you for sure. Go ahead, Justin. Go ahead, Malakma. Salakia.
I was going to say oppression.
Yeah, that's true. Go ahead.
I was going to say the land of captivity of America.
Right. Just all y'all is correct. But how can you go to the person who is oppressing you? That's why the prophet said, "Woe to them." Right. This goes into voting. You talking about everyone? You see the NBA? All they talking about is vote. We got to go out there and vote. We got to go. The Lord said, "Woe to them who go to that person that's oppressing you, seeking help." You understand? You got to look to the Lord. You can't look to your oppressor. You can't go out and scream equality and voting and Black Lives Matter to them, not to them. Right. You understand? You want to say something, Mike? It's like let me get Justin. Go ahead.
Oh God, I was just gonna say, Salaki, sir, that was pretty much the number one complaint of Israel
God, you know who was saying that? That's why I should have went into the marriage. It was the same damn so-called black leaders saying that. Because what was back in Egypt? Flesh pots. People, they can eat out of the flesh pots instead of eating that manna. They cared about going back to bondage instead of being free. You get what I'm saying? Keep going. Who got it?
Isaiah 31:1.
Uh-huh.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots.
And stay on horses and trust in chariots. Go ahead.
Because there are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong.
Right. They looking at them because they looking on their militant army, the police. You know what I'm saying? Right. They looking at them like they got guns, they got this, they got the power to change. Man, everything you seen on TV, everything you seen on the news is a fad. Right. It's something to slow your aggression down, to act like they on your side for the time being. But they ain't on your side. They just trying to ease you. Right. They're trying to ease you. Someone find me that precept where it says, I think it's in Isaiah 6:14 when it says, they say hurt Salakia. Damn it. Just keep reading. I'll find it.
Raise it?
No. Quran Mashah, go ahead.
Sir, I just had a quick question.
Go ahead.
In this case, Isaiah 31:1, how it says chariots, that's basically talking about the aircraft, right? Like the aircraft in this time.
The aircraft, kind of like, yeah, something that the oppressors own. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like a tank, or like a cop car, or just like military artillery. You get what I'm saying? Not like a UFO, like a UFO. It's not like that. Those are different contexts because they're talking about the oppressor at this time, right? Keep going out. No sweat.
And in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
They look what?
They look not unto the Holy One of Israel. Neither seek the Lord.
You understand that? But that's what we don't do. And that's what the Lord said we should do, is look to him. Don't look to them. Don't put your trust in men. Put your trust in God. And that's what we built on. That's what we do. That's why we can't get mixed up into that. Yeah, that's our people for sure. You know what I'm saying? But our protesting ain't done that way. Right. Our protesting is done right here inside of us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual warfare. Putting it out there. Coming together with another brother and Lord willing, he do it. And another brother and Lord willing, he do it. And that's our protest. You understand? It ain't that, right? Give me Isaiah 59:1. Ah, man. I gotta find that precept. It says something like hurt, or they do it for a time. It's like they show you love for a minute just to ease your pain. Damn it. I forget the damn precept. No sweat. I'm gonna try to find it again. It might be Isaiah 14:6. Go ahead, 59:1 or 59:2. So the Lord's hand is not short, right? Let me get that. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, that one. No, what precept is that?
That's 59:1.
Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 59, verse 1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened.
Go ahead.
That it cannot save, neither his ear heavy, that it cannot hear.
Y'all understand that, right? The Lord's hand ain't short where he can't save us. You get what I'm saying? The prophets is saying that. He can save us. He can do it. But you got to put your trust in the Most High. You got to go do the work to get the Lord on your side. Y'all understand that? If not, then this is going to have what it have to be. And his ear is not heavy, meaning what? He can hear you if you wanted to, but what you got to do? You got to turn away from sin. You got to stop sinning. There's something this ain't like having a mother where she's just going to let you have your way. You understand? It's different from that. It's having a father who wants you to obey him, and then he'll give you the world. Then he'll come and save you. Then you'll see miracles happen on earth where people who shoot guns at black people, the bullet turns around and shoots them. You understand? You're gonna see amazing things happen when when they try to shoot a gun and the gun jams in some type of way and it shoots them in the middle of the forehead because we serving a God and we won't be touched no more. You get what I mean? That's the power that we do have if we come together and we get right. We so small in the ISUPK. We so powerful, but we so small. Imagine how much work we got to go get done to be able to get this thing turned around. Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, it can happen with just this amount of people. Believe it. It happened, right? It happened with, y'all know the story of Gideon? Right? We had 300 brothers to go up against so many brothers, so many cats, I think it was heathens, right? And he put them to death. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't even, he rather do it with a small number. But the thing is, we got to be turned around. We can't do the things we do. We going to the wrong people for the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? We need to put our trust in the Lord, right? So we get on 59, right? It was one more precept I needed to get. It was might be. Let me see real quick, Akeem. It's such a good precept, and y'all definitely need it. Might be Jeremiah. Let me check 1 second. If not, we can move on. Everybody got any questions on that? If not, we can move on. Let me just try to get this precept real quick. Jeremiah 6 and 14, maybe. There you go. I found it. Most High in Christ. Thank the Lord. Let me get Jeremiah 6 and 14. It's just a perfect precept for, this time and what you see. All right? You read it already, Double? There you go. Okay.
Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
They have healed also the heart of the daughter
Read it
of my
again.
people.
Read it again. No sweat.
They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly saying.
Slightly saying. Go ahead.
Peace. When there is no peace.
Peace when there is no peace. That's what they doing right now. They slightly healed you. How'd they heal you? By doing what? By saying, racial injustice is wrong. They put a white face and they put a black face out there. Racial injustice is wrong. This is a time for love. I seen LeBron James say, I'm a fan, but damn, it's not no one to look to. Right. He's not someone you should look to for moral authority, when it comes to the black race, Hispanic race, right? But he said, basketball is great, man. It can teach us love in so many different ways. Like, what the hell do I need to hear that for? That ain't not doing nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? That's not doing nothing for me. I need to hear that these cats is going to die because of their crimes. I need to hear that we will be saved. I need to hear that there's a king named Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that is going to come and save his people. You know what I mean? I need to hear about a revolution. I don't want to hear about coming hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? I want to be separate. I want to be against my enemy. I don't want to be with him. Right. I want to see him at the bottom, and I want to see me at the top. Those are the things I want to hear. I don't want to hear about equality. I don't want to hear about what else they say? I don't want to hear. Give me some more. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I don't want to hear about voting. I don't want to hear about fixing the problem. I don't want to hear about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about none of that. Go ahead. Yeah. Yes, you can. That's a fact that you can. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
I don't know if I can remember it, but 2 negatives make a positive.
Yeah. I just said that today. That's funny. Oh, okay. I said that just randomly thinking. I forgot what I was thinking about, but I said 2 negatives can't make a positive. That's funny, and that's true though. You learn that in math, right? And those things that we can't hear. I don't want to hear, about any of those things. What I want to hear is that, man, I'm going to be over my enemy, and this will end, and then I will be in power. Don't you want to know how that feels? You want to be in power, man. I want to rule. I want to rule over them that ruled over me. And Laura said when we get rulership, we're going to be even more righteous than them in our rulership. See how evil they are and see how righteous we are. You know what I'm saying? We good on that? Read that one more time, actually.
Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 14. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people. Mm-hmm. Slightly saying, peace, when there is no peace.
Slightly saying, peace. Who's the daughter of his people? That's the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying, peace, when there is no peace. That is all those quotes you're seeing, all those things you're seeing. But what there is no peace. We just seen it today. If they wanted to make it a little better, they would have charged all those devils for what they did.
That's right.
You understand? They would have been charged and convicted, not acquitted. And being acquitted is something that we've been seeing. That ain't nothing new. No one know. I remember when I said, damn, they let George Zimmerman off, man. I remember I said, now that I done seen so many go by, it's just like, I mean, hey, what do you know? It's time for us to really wake up. How many more will it be before, you know what I'm saying, you change? They don't understand that you have to be the change. They waiting for their son to die, or their auntie to die. You know what I'm saying? Or their daughter to die. They waiting for that to happen before they change. They got to change now. Go ahead,
I was going to say, like, it has to be somebody that everybody's fond of, like a celebrity or something.
Oh yeah.
Brutalized and murdered.
Oh man.
On screen for them to actually rise up against whatever did it.
Yeah, let Kobe get shot by police. You know what I mean? Imagine how if Kobe didn't die like that. Maybe what if the cop shot up his car and killed him and his daughter?
Right.
Then what would have happened? Cats would have been in here, UPK'd out with a Kobe jersey. Nah, they killed Kobe. I can't have this. I cannot have this. Go ahead, Karat. Go ahead, let me hear it.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5.
Zechariah 11 and 5, go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Read it one more time, Salaki, brother.
Verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
That was 11 and 5, right? Kyle, you know we went over that, right? No sweat. That's good. You had that. You good. We that was the first piece we went to. No sweat though. All right. You good. Now let's go from there. Any questions on this topic? Malakma, go ahead. Yes, I did. Salakia, your Lamentations.
I did have a question.
No sweat. Let me get your question after. Right? You got it, Malakma? While you finding it, go ahead, Tabon.
My question was, okay, when Moses struck that Egyptian, was he right or wrong for that?
When Moses struck the Egyptian, he was wrong.
Okay.
He was wrong for that, but he had the right mindset. But remember, he wasn't in the truth either.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't even matter if he did it or did not. Okay. Like he wasn't in the truth. He was in the world. That's why he left. You know what I'm saying? Remember when he left, that's when they accused him. They was like, didn't you do this?
Right.
Whoop-de-whoop, and then hid the murder and all that. Like, just imagine, would you be right for killing a devil?
No.
Yeah, see, same thing.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. Justin, you had your hand up?
Salaki, sir. I had a question on that too. Like, did he know who he was? Because it doesn't really.
He was finding out. You know what I'm saying? He was in transition. He knew he wasn't Egyptian. You know what I'm saying? He knew he was an Israelite, but he didn't have that feeling of love of a brother like he should have, because he loved Ramesses, or he loved the brother he grew up with. You know what I'm saying? He didn't see them as heathens. That, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a cat who gets adopted to a heathen family. You know what I mean? And they, you know, like Colin Kaepernick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he was raised by he was adopted, right? Yeah, he was raised by the oppressor, right? He was raised by white people, but he loved his family. But he still went and took a knee and he did his own little revolution because of what was right. You feel me? So same thing, you know what I mean? So no, Moses knew he was an Israelite. He just didn't know the Lord put him in that position because he was raised up to be that way. He can be able to have access to, them without being, you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, because when he mentions Aaron to speak for him, it didn't seem like it was a surprise to him that he knew that was his brother. Like,
Okay.
It didn't seem like the Most High explained to him, like, well, you have a brother named Aaron that is enslaved. He said, well, doesn't your brother Aaron speak? Like, he can speak for you, right?
Khan. I forget how that. I'm trying to see how the story went. Him and Miriam. Go ahead.
His mother raised him.
Who?
Moses' mother.
Raised Moses?
Khan. If I'm not mistaken, remember?
Let me hear it. You got the preset? You got it? You gotta find that, because remember, even in the precept, it talks about how one of the Hebrew women found him. I don't know if it was his mother though. Yeah, that's what I remember coming from the bushes. Let me hear it out.
Exodus 2:6. And when that's like, Exodus 2:6. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and this is the daughter of Pharaoh.
Mm-hmm.
And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept.
Right.
And she had compassion on him, and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children."
Mm-hmm.
Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee?"
Mm-hmm.
And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." And the maid went and called the child's mother.
Okay, I think that child's mother just was the person who actually raised them, though, not the mother. Okay. Not the physical mother. Because why would she put him in the thing to go, and just to be you know what I mean? Like, just imagine you have a spiritual. Now this is your mother, your physical mother, but it's not your blood mother.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Kind.
Go ahead, Kwame. You want to say something? That's what I'm saying.
Tells you that she fastened them.
That's what I'm saying, kind.
Into 3 months, like she hid them for 3 months.
Right.
So we know that you have a child. Typically, your child's with your mother.
Right. This ain't his mother. This is just a woman who raised them as a mother. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm not mistaken as well.
Go ahead.
His brothers knew of how his mother get away with him in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
him and Miriam.
Yeah, they knew. So when it came back to knowing who his brother was, I'm assuming it would make sense. It's like how we know about our ancestors and our great, family members. Like, what was the story?
Right.
Where was this happen? Is it safe to say that's kind of how the situation is?
Yeah, like, from the best of my knowledge, he definitely wasn't his mother though. That boy. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But we can double check, all right? Okay. We could double check. But that would confuse you. But you know it wasn't his mother. Why? Because she the one that put him in the river. She can't put him in the river and then come back around. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, "Oh yeah, that's my son." Like, she damn near didn't realize that I think she found out that he made it, but it was amazing to her when she did find out. Go ahead.
Could it be that she wanted to appease their looks on how they see what their gods are? Like they pray to the Nile River, right?
Who?
The Egyptians. Didn't they have a god that was for them?
Yeah, they had a god for everything. But what was your point on that?
Oh, so like, I was just saying, like, was it kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Was it like I wouldn't say a trick, but it's on the word is on the tip of my tongue, but a strategy to get them to feel like, oh yeah, this baby was sent from the gods. Like it was.
I can't prove that in the precepts. You know what I'm saying? I can't prove that in the Bible. You want to say something, Quan?
I was gonna say, when you read into the whole context of the chapter, when you start getting into verses 8, 9, and 10, you can tell it's not his mother.
Okay.
Because the way she's talking about how she had to go get Pharaoh. Like, I know in African culture they call the head woman like Queen Mother and stuff like that too. So the way I'm reading it and the way it's being said, how she like take this child and nurse it for me, do these things and make it. It's basically like we found this child, deal with it, take it, nurse it, and raise it as ours.
Okay. I'll swear. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, because that daughter, or the person that was asked of Pharaoh's daughter, was his sister Miriam.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, "Shall I go get it?" I always thought of it as like they supplanted Pharaoh's daughter. You know what I mean? And to keeping the child alive. I bet.
I mean, I gotta find out. Either way is irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? But no sweat. I know y'all just want to know. It doesn't matter. But we could definitely find out. Those are good things to know though, for sure. But I want to say 1,000%. I keep thinking about the damn movie, Prince of Egypt. It's not accurate. It's not accurate. But I'm trying to push it out. I'm like, that's not. Stop saying the movie. I'm trying to push it out, but yeah, we gotta. I'll find out for you. But I'm about 90% sure it was not his mother. All right, no sweat. Because that's when if it was his mother, he would have knew who he was from the beginning, and you know what I mean. Been an Israelite, then he'd have been damn like an Israelite spy. You know what I'm saying? So no, all right, but we'll find out for sure. All right, let's go from there. Right, let's go from there. Let's get into fasting. Right, fasting. That's the only thing we didn't go over. Right.
Right.
Okay, fasting, Akim. Go ahead, Commodore. Yeah, Salakia. We got thrown off for a second. Give me Lamentations 4 and 17. Come.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
As for us, our eyes are as yet failed for our vain help.
Right, that's us, man. Our eyes have failed us for our vain help. You get what I mean? That's when we looked. Our eyes have failed us, man. We wanted to have so much what? We wanted to have them to look at us like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, we going to get it. But they going to help us. It's going to happen. And our eyes have failed us, man. Failed us miserably, right. Terribly. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
You understand that, right? In our watching, we have watched. It's like while we're watching them, we have seen them not save us,
right? Not
help us, not look out for us, not went down and did the thing that would make us feel better as neighbors, right? That's right. Christian love, ain't it? So we all come together, but they have not came together with us, right? They had kept us at a distance and kept us low and kept us poor and kept us strung out. Kept us eating bad, on drugs. You know what I'm saying? All Christianity. It's like so many ways that they destroyed us. Go ahead. Come on.
So like I remember the police officer South Picard had posted, he said that Jeff Bezos, you know what I'm saying, who's the owner of Amazon, how like he's investing money into that Planet X SpaceX or whatever. He wants to go build another city and some other whole different planet, but you know what I'm saying, his essential workers, the majority is blacks and Latinos, and he wouldn't even rebuild the cities in America where, in these ghettos.
Of course not. Should we be surprised at that, Commodore? Hell no. Because that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop being, I'm not saying you, but we got to stop being surprised at our enemy, though. We got to start taking it for what it is. It's like a woman you want to be with. She is an absolute whore. She's a whore. And you're like, she's going to change. I know she one day, she will change. And we can be in love and we can be together forever. Because right now, she's just, she don't see it my way. But one day, she will see it my way. See how ridiculous that sounds? When you got to just see the whore for what she is. And you got to move on. You know what I mean? That's, but we that. We the brother who allows our woman to be slept with and takes them back. Because it's out of love. That's what God said to do. Right? And that's wrong. All right? You had your hand up, Quan?
Yeah, I was just going to make a point on what you're saying. It's so heavy that that's the case. Because it just further proves that the white man's the devil, the Bible speaks of. And it also furthers the point, like when, in Isaiah 14 chapter, it says, they shall not rise or build their faces with the city. Because even in space, they'll make you a slave. Like, you got to think about, like, how he's saying, like, he put in money for SpaceX. Like, you could think, like, there's such a devil. Y'all want who? He's going to, hey, who wants a plane ride to space? You know what I mean? Who wants to get on a rocket ship just to go be a slave and build another city and conquer that and go, put you in more poverty. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just hilarious.
Come on, man. Come on. And that's just what it is, man. We got to stop looking at this, our enemy, as someone that we can look to for help. And the Lamentations is about sorrowing. It's about being sad. And this is a time we so sad. Our people are so sad because we love our enemy so much. and he never helps us in time of need. Why? Because he's the one doing it. You know what I'm saying? How can you look at the person who murdered you and be like, I know you murdered us, but why can't you help us? Yeah, how does that sound? Insane, right? It's insane. All right. Any more on that? Keep going.
Verse 18. They hunt our steps.
That's what they do. They hunt our steps. What's it hunt? Just imagine hunting black people. Imagine hunting, period. Has anyone been here hunting before in here? Me either, right? I see it on TV, though. Just imagine hunting something. You're lying in wait. You're in hiding. You're quiet. You have a skill to do it. You get what I'm saying? And what's the thing you're hunting? The thing that you're hunting is completely oblivious to you. You get what I'm saying? The thing that's being hunted is oblivious that it's being hunted. So when it dies or gets shot, it's like, where'd that come from? What? I didn't even know you're sitting right there with your camouflage on. And you know they got they blow like something to kind of bring if you hunt ducks, right? You do this little duck sound to make the duck like, oh hey, what's going on? Right? You see how evil he is, right? He blow it, and the duck like, hey, okay, it's people over there. Pow! You feel what I'm saying? That's us when it comes to our enemy. You get what I mean? What, they plant guns and drugs? Y'all heard of that before, right? That's what they do to us. They have a reason to put you in prison or kill you. He has a gun. They're like, oh, boom, killed. It's a whole cell phone. Oh, it's nothing. Yeah, Dave Chappelle had the joke. Remember that joke? He said, oh, got a criminal over here, Johnson. Right. Shoots him, kills him. He said, oh, it was a mistake. Just sprinkle some crack on him and let's go. Like, that's a joke, but that's reality. You know what I'm saying? It's our reality, man. It's sad. It's funny that he can make a joke out of it because, damn, that's our life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the scripture's talking about, hunting who we are. Being hunted. What is being hunted? Someone who's not going to war with you. That's when it should be right to kill, right? If we go to war, if I see you, you see me, and let's do this. But if I'm eating and minding my own business and you come out of nowhere and kill me, damn. Where's the how can you feel gratification in that? You have to be a devil to feel that. You get what I'm saying? You have to have the blood of Esau in you to feel that. Because they have a bloodlust. That's in the Bible. Y'all understand that, right? They have a bloodlust to kill. That's what drives them. That's why you see them cats in Africa. They kill damn elephants and giraffes and lions. Just to say, I killed something more that's stronger than me and bigger than me and better than me. And who's that? But in America, you. Y'all understand, right? Your game. Right? That's what they call it, right? Game. That's what you are. Because you're bigger, you're stronger. You look scarier. You're crazy. So to shoot you is a trophy. Y'all understand? Any more? Go ahead.
Now we cannot go in our streets.
Mm-hmm.
Our end is near.
Our end is near. Go ahead.
Our days are fulfilled.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. Go ahead. And that's it?
For our end is come.
You understand that, right? And that's us. Our end is near because they hunting us. Our days are fulfilled because we're about to die. And then our end comes. That's us. That's what the Lamentation book is about. Sadness. You know what I mean? Death. Mourning. And that's us. All right? Good to go? Solid. Any questions on that? Hey, Tawan, I need you real quick. Call Tawan so what? Let's get into this fasting, right? No sweat. All right, let's get into the fasting real quick. Y'all know the Day of Atonement is on Saturday, right? It's going to be Saturday sundown to, I think sundown about 6:45. So it's going to be Saturday sundown to Sunday sundown. So how you fast is at sundown you stop whatever time you eat your last meal and the sun goes down, you're done. You can't drink water or eat food. You go to sleep, you wake up, and you do another 12 hours or something like that. You say you go to sleep at like 10, you wake up at 8 a.m. You gotta fast all the way until 6:45 again, and that's gonna be the Day of Atonement, right? So there's a lot of questions that occur, right? A lot of things. What can't you do on the Day of Atonement besides eating and drinking? What can't you do? Go ahead.
I don't know if it's true, but you shouldn't have sex.
It is true. I pulled a precept for you right now.
Yeah, I think you gotta afflict yourself completely.
Yeah, you gotta afflict yourself completely. Now give me that precept where it says, nah, it's in Corinthians. Might be 4:22. Let me hear it. Let me see real quick.
First Corinthians, the 7th chapter.
It might be that. Let me see.
7 and 5.
What does it say?
First Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Defraud ye not one the other.
That's it. Go ahead.
Except it be with consent for a time,
Mm-hmm.
that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and to come together again.
You understand that, right? So that you can't have sex on the Day of Atonement because you're fasting. You understand? That you can have sex every other time, but that day, that wouldn't be defrauding because the exception is fasting and prayer. And on the Day of Atonement, you might pray. You might be 1 o'clock. You like, I'm starving. I need to pray. Lord, please get me through this. Please get me through this. You know what I mean? This is wild. I don't eat every day. I don't eat, but today I'm extra hungry. And Lord, please help me get through this, and give me the strength and the power and the will to complete this goal, sir. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? So no, you cannot have sex on the Day of Atonement. Afflicting your soul is just atoning for the things you've done, and the Lord respects it. You understand? The Lord doesn't respect if you don't atone. Now, who has to do the fast? Who has to do the fast? Who should not fast? Go ahead.
Children are not allowed to fast.
Children are not allowed to fast. Pregnant women.
And people that have health conditions.
Right. Health conditions that
can cause them to get even.
Exactly. So now, some people might have health conditions and they do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And some people might have a serious health condition where they just can't do the Day of Atonement. But what they can do is they can have, instead of having no water, they can limit the water they're having. Instead of having no food, they can limit their intake on that day. And the Lord will still respect it because you do have to get through the day. You understand it, to live. Now, the problem is some people want to all of a sudden have a health condition. So don't be that brother or don't be that sister. Y'all understand that, right? There's some brothers who have a health condition and they can still go through the Day of Atonement, no problem. But don't risk your life if you know you can't. Y'all understand? So make sure you do that, all right? So now let's get the precepts, right? Oh, Slacky, go ahead.
I'll read from, it says, defraud you not one another, except it be consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer.
Go ahead.
And come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your inconsistency.
Y'all understand that, right? So now let's go from there, right? Now I'm gonna give you a couple precepts, right? I'm gonna give you 2 precepts, and we're gonna end the class. So the first precept we'll go to now. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about the time of war for a man's age. I gotta find that precept. When I find it, I'll give it to y'all. All right? That's kind of the same age you would give to a brother that's fasting. You know what I'm saying? When he's able to go to war. And then some people are different. Some cats might start at 12, 13 years old. You can. You know what I'm saying? You can. It's really the wartime age, though. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you have a son who's 12 or 13, he doesn't necessarily, you'd have to really see the spirit in this brother to see. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you have a 13-year-old son who's mentally and physically, just there. There's some cats, I remember I grew up with a cat. He was 13. He was like a year older than me. He just like a grown man already. He looked like 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like he was big and tall, and he was smart. Like he wasn't like just stupid. So it was like, damn. So that cat would have been ready for war, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But now you got 13-year-olds who's not ready for nothing in life. You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't necessarily have to put them through that. All right. Let me get this preset for y'all one time.
Can I pull a precept as well?
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 16. Matthew chapter 6, verse 16 reads, Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, right, that they may appear unto men to fast.
Okay, so this is what you want to do, right? You don't tell nobody you're fasting. You understand? Don't tell nobody you're fasting. And even in your fast, make sure that you wash your face. Make sure you brush your teeth. You rinse out your mouth. You're not allowed to walk around with horrible breath on the day of fasting. You understand that? Rinse your mouth out. Get some Listerine. You know what I'm saying? Brush your teeth. Don't try to brush your teeth 8 times that day, though. Y'all understand? Be right about what you're doing. Brush your teeth in the morning. If you brush your teeth at night, brush your teeth at night. Listerine up. You know what I'm saying? You can't chew gum, though. No, don't chew no gum. But just make sure you're looking fresh and you're looking strong. Don't look weak. You understand? Don't look weak. Go ahead, Quan.
Verily I say unto you that have their reward. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thy head.
You understand that? Go ahead.
And wash thy face, that thou appear not unto men to fast.
You understand that? So look good. Put the oil in your beard. You know what I'm saying? Lock it down. Whatever you need to do to make sure that you're looking strong and right during the time of fasting and not weak like Christians. I can't eat right now, brother. I'm fasting. You know, I'm doing God's work right now. I can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Don't be like that. You know what I mean? Every time I'm in a day in a fast and I'm around someone, hey, you want some? Oh no, I'm good. I'm good, brother. You know, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just cool and I'm chilling. You know what I mean? There's been times we went to camp on the Day of Atonement. There's been times I had a rigorous slavery. I think I quit that day though. I quit that day. I was sweating like I was. I remember I was working a warehouse slavery and I was, unloading and loading. I'm like, oh hell no, I gotta go. I gotta Salakia. I gotta go. I walked off on that. So you know how y'all had them warehouse slavery, you just walked off on. That was one of them for me. I was young, and I said I'm out of here. All right. But be strong during that. That's the point. All right. Now let me get this. Let me get these precepts. Right. 2 precepts that you need. Mark 3 and 4. Let's go there. And another precept is in what's that precept that one? We went over that. Attacking the hinder parts. You know what I'm talking about? It might be in Exodus, right? The hinder parts. Just find a precept, hinder parts, and that would be the precept. Hinder is not really in the Bible except for like 1 or 2, maybe 10 times. It's the one in Exodus when when the heathens attacked our hinder parts. Remember, meaning the weak of the nation. Hindermost parts, kind. But we're not going to go there. We're going to go to Mark 3 and 4. Let's go to Mark 3 and 4.
The book of Mark.
So now, I'm saying this because you might run into fake Israelites who say that they have they make their baby fast. This is true stories, They will fast their babies. You know what I'm saying? They'll fast the pregnant women gotta fast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard this before, right? Like they say these things and this cat said his 2-week-old baby fasted. And the baby was fine, it was good to go, and that, I say whatever. No babies in the ISUPK are allowed to die on the Day of Atonement. You understand that? I'm strong and I'm fasting for all babies. You get what I mean? And you should think the same way. I'm fasting for pregnant women and babies because I'm strong enough. They're not. You understand? A pregnant woman is not. A baby doesn't even know what the hell is going on. You gonna not feed the baby? What the hell is wrong with you? But in the ISUPK, though, we don't do that. You understand?
Right.
Babies are eating. Babies are eating on the Day of Atonement. Pregnant women are eating and drinking water on the Day of Atonement. Men are not eating or drinking. If you're a woman and you're not pregnant, you're not eating or drinking. Y'all understand that, right? You are strong enough to atone. Now the others, let them not be strong enough and let them not atone. You understand? You take that burden on. All right. Now let's get Mark 3 and Matthew 3. Is it what I say? Mark 3 and 4. Go ahead.
Book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto them, it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath day.
Right. It's lawful to do good on the Sabbath day. It's Christ, right? Is this Christ speaking? Come, Most High Christ. Go ahead.
Or to do evil, to save life, or to kill.
Mm-hmm.
But they held.
Is Mark what?
3 and 4.
3 and 4. Maybe go up to 1.
Verse 1, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Mark chapter 3, verse 1.
Yeah, we need a 1, right? So now we're going to read this story, right? This is Christ cutting these cats like he always does. Go ahead.
And he entered again into the synagogue. And there was a man there which had withered hand.
Had a withered hand. What is a withered hand? Like a withered hand is a cat that had like cerebral palsy. You know what I'm saying? Like a deformed hand. Just think like that. This cat had a withered hand, a really weak hand. One hand was regular, and the other one was just, really shrunk up, fingers shrunk up. Y'all seen that before, right? Just imagine this, right? Go ahead. Now read.
Verse 2. And they watched him, whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day, that they might accuse him.
Right, and they watched him, meaning who? The Pharisees, right? The Pharisees, is it the Pharisees? The Pharisees watched him whether he would heal on the Sabbath day, that they might accuse him. So they was going to be mad if he healed this cat on the Sabbath day, so they can go to him and accuse him for doing works on the Sabbath day, right? Keep going.
Verse 3. And he said unto the man which had the withered hand, stand forth.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. And he said unto them, it is lawful to do good on a Sabbath day, or to do evil, to save life, or to kill.
Right. Is it lawful to do good on a Sabbath day? To do evil? To save a life or to kill? He asking this, right? He's telling them. Go ahead.
But they held their peace.
Keep going.
Verse 5. And when he had looked round about on them with anger, being grieved for the hardness of their hearts.
And that's the thing you have to put in your mind. When you break this down, be angry. Be angry at your opponent for thinking that you can have babies fast. You understand that?
Right.
Be angry when you do it. Be pissed off, man. Be pissed off and destroy him, because he is like these Pharisees who don't want you to do good, but they want you to starve your goddamn baby. You understand? They want your pregnant woman to starve. They don't want you to do no good. Well, Christ is saying, I'm going to do good. That's what Christ is saying. So when Christ said what? He said, and when he looked around about on them with anger, and grieved them for the hardness of their hearts. Man, they was hard-headed. They was ridiculously stupid. And that's why they should never teach the Bible. You understand? The Bible should never be in their hand, and they should never lead men or families, right? He said unto the man, stretch forth thine hand. And he stretched it out, and his hand was restored whole as the other. You understand that? He healed them on the Sabbath day. He made his hand whole. And these cats looked at him like he was evil for doing that when they're the evil one. So when we say, feed your baby, man. You understand that? Feed your baby. When your wife is pregnant, make sure your wife eats and drinks on the Day of Atonement. But you atone. You don't eat. You don't drink. And make sure babies eat. All right? Now give me Matthew 12:7. 1 second.
Matthew 12:7.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew 12:7. But if ye had known what this meaneth, I will have mercy and not sacrifice, ye would not have condemned the guiltless.
Say it again.
But if ye had known what this meaneth,
Well, what meaneth?
I will have mercy and not sacrifice, ye would not have condemned the guiltless.
You understand that? I'm gonna have mercy, and I'm not gonna sacrifice. Sacrifice what? I'm not gonna sacrifice my baby not eating. I'm gonna have mercy on them, man. Cause that's how Christ was. Christ understood things that they could never understand. He knew that he could fast, but a baby can't fast. And more importantly, what the hell does a baby gotta atone for? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The baby gotta atone for. You gotta atone for a damn thing. But we do. You get what I mean? We do got something to atone for. 1 second. Let me keep reading.
For the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath day.
You understand that, right? It's a great thing to go to camp on the Sabbath day. They say you shouldn't do no work on the Sabbath day, but we're doing good works. You get what I mean? We're doing good works and not evil works. So if I wanted to heal someone on the Sabbath day, I'm going to heal someone on the Sabbath day, just like Christ did. If I had the power. You understand? I'm going to heal someone. And read 12:7 one more time.
But if ye had known what this meaneth.
But if you have known what this meaneth, but they don't know, that's the problem. You understand? They don't know what this means. Go ahead.
I will have mercy and not sacrifice.
I'll have mercy and not sacrifice. Go ahead, Kwam. You want to add a question?
Yeah, my question was on, it's on but off topic in a sense because we're talking about fasting, but we're bringing up the Sabbath day. So, for instance, the Sabbath day, the Day of Atonement falls on the Sabbath. So during Sabbath service, we have to hold a Sabbath service. Part of the custom to hold a Sabbath service is when we drinking wine and doing things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do we hold off? Is my question.
No, because it doesn't start until sundown.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
No sweat. You had a question, Thought One?
I forget it. So it's like.
Come it up.
Like, I don't have a question, but I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, you said it's good to go out to camp and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And this past weekend, like, we had a fake Israelite who he seen us and, you know, he seen the speaker or whatever, and then he's like, hey, man, what y'all about to play? But then he realized who we were. He's like, man, y'all fake. But then, you know what I'm saying? When we was out there speaking, he's like, hey, y'all supposed to be doing no work. It's the Sabbath.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I just wanted to say that. You know
God.
what I'm saying?
But what was he doing outside? That's all you had to say to him, right? He just would have been on his happy way, his merry way. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Malakma. Yeah, hell yeah. You can use water. Just don't drink the water. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Rinse your mouth out. You know what I'm saying? Do everything that you do normally. You know what I mean? Just don't do something that, you know, well, like some cats, like, they accidentally would bite something and then realize, damn, I forgot. Like, that happened to me before. I was about to eat something, and the brother with me was like, hey, Salaki, it was a feast of unleavened bread, Salaki. Feast of unleavened bread. I'm about to, you know, I think I was eating a hot dog or something. He's like, Salaki, you can't eat the bread. I'm like, nice, Salaki. You know what I mean? I had to toss the whole bun. I'm like, man, you see how easy it can slip your mind. You know what I'm saying? But the Day of Atonement is a little different because it's like looming. I've been thinking about Day of Atonement for the last month. I'm like, oh man. It's a little different. You're way more focused on the Day of Atonement. You'll go in the fridge. You'll go in the fridge about 8 times that day. You'll be like, what am I doing in here, man? Can't eat. Go ahead. Yeah. I remember. I think I got something. This happened to me last year. I didn't even get to break it with food. I had to break it with water because that's another part of the Day of Atonement is breaking the fast. You know what I'm saying? Like some people think you can go longer. That's gonna make you better with the Lord. That's not true. You break the fast at sundown. That's part of the tradition of the Day of Atonement, right? But last year I happened to be in a council. You know what I'm saying? And I had bought my food at the sundown or close to sundown, and I didn't get to eat it until like 3 hours later. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I'm going to enjoy this meal. You know what I'm saying? I can't be in this council and just eating. You know what I mean? I got to enjoy this. So I waited. I just broke it with some water, and when our council was done, I was like, cool, get to eat now. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can do those things, but all these things are gonna happen to you on the Day of Atonement, and then you're gonna be afflicted. You know what I mean? And then when it's done, it's gonna feel great. You're gonna drink some water and then eat some food. Some of y'all might drink some liquor, and then boom, that's that. Done. You gotta wait a whole another 364 days for the next one. Let me get Kwame real quick, Malakma.
I was just gonna say, like, and it makes you think, you know what I'm saying, about because Christ fasted for 40 days.
Con.
And we just having to do it for one single day.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta think, you know what I mean? We're not even being called to do as he did.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we should take it that much more serious and be that much more strict about our mindset. Like you said, you've been thinking about it all month. Like that's everybody should be thinking that way.
Con. Yeah, I understand. Go ahead, stop one.
It's like it's spiritual for sure because like it's almost like I can eat a large meal right before the sun go down, but then as soon as the sun go down, I'm like, damn, I can't.
Yeah, you just automatically start getting thirsty. You like, man, that's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, like like a lot. Like I would I remember I used to like try to get a lot of water in that week. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard Jeremiah and said, man, just do everything like you do regular. I'm trying to be extra out this week because you got the Day of Atonement. But I just drink a lot of water anyway now. But I remember I used to try that day before I'm drinking water. That right before it's I'm getting my last drum. But now it's like, nah, just be regular. You know what I'm saying? That's how you add to your affliction. And when you get in it, you're in it. And when it's done, it's done. You know what I'm saying? And that's that, all right? And yeah, any brother got any questions? Solid? Good to go. All right, with that, I'm going to pass the class over to Precinct Officer, top one. We could just salute out.